I'm a calico cat, I'm afraid of everything. I'm a calico cat, I'm afraid of everything. Damn it! How many times do we have to run through this before you just get it right? Alright. Hi everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review. Evian Christ, Kings and Them. This thing is a compilation of beats from an up-and-coming electronic music producer, Joshua Leary. I posted about him on theneedledrop.com back in January. A lot of sites were posting about his music, and people didn't really have much to go on other than this bare-looking, anonymous YouTube channel with these really great instrumentals uploaded to it. And it's an interesting set of sounds on this thing. It's really a hybrid of hip-hop, of ambient music, of shoegaze effects as well, and some current sounds in electronic music, future garage, footwork. Now, it's definitely not the first time I, or probably you, have heard something like this. The atmospheric and just lucid and dreamy effects surrounding these instrumentals is in a lot of ways in line with the material that Clams Casino has produced, you know, his beats, the beats that he's made for Lil B, A$AP Rocky. I suppose if you wanted to take the link between ambient music and hip-hop back even further, you could listen to Clouded. The first track on this thing that is a highlight for me is the song MYD, which is very mellow, has a haunted melody that opens up the track that sounds sampled and looped, and it's manipulated so much, I can't really tell what it is. Is it a synth? Is it some strings and horns, like some orchestral elements that are just heavily obscured? It does kind of sound like I'm listening to an orchestra of some sort, but I'm in the hallway outside of the auditorium hearing them play through the wall. The beat starts picking up and it has these hand claps and these plinks and these really heavy bassy hits that are not hard or not punchy. They're very dark and deep and resonant. The sounds that Evian Christ is using to make his beats with, they sound like they're coming from the Roland 808. They kind of come off like sounds that were made to emulate the sounds of that old school drum machine classic. And then when the vocal sample hits, make your dollars, make your dollars, make your dollars, the song goes absolutely it just goes hard. It goes ham. At first with this track, the images I was seeing were just blue skies and rivers and serene forests. And now all of a sudden, I'm seeing like snapback hats and gold chains and chest tattoos and Lil B doing the cooking dance. A couple tracks down the road is the song Fuck It None of Y'all Don't Rap. And that song is great as well. It kind of samples that Tyga tune, Snapback's Back. And the song grooves really hard, but still has this very spacey vibe to it. I don't know whether to dance or to just like chill out. It's got this chopped and screwed vocal sample and this really busy snare drum. It kind of sounds like a combination between like a trap music instrumental, footwork, and just ambient music. Another track sporting this kind of future garage and footwork aesthetic is the song Horses and Motor. It's got this nice female vocal sample on it, kind of chopped up, and the synthesizers sound like this lower, slower version of some of the synths that I heard on that Subtract album that came out last year. Some of Evian Christ's vocal sample choices aren't really that hot though, because, you know, as I continue through the album, I'm hearing him sample entire verses from that Tyga tune that he sampled earlier on the LP. And some songs on here, the synthesizers or the beat just kind of meander and come off a little bit too repetitive. They just feel hardly as developed as MYD or None of Y'all Don't Rap. The whole thing kind of sounds like the soundtrack to a dream sequence in a rap video. The last track on here is really the most ambient out of the bunch on this compilation, and though it is really pretty, I can't really think of much else to say about this LP. It's clear that these tracks really weren't conceived as an album, because a lot of them kind of feed off the exact same samples and ideas. It's to the point where some of these tracks just sound too alike one another, I guess. Still, I think this thing is a great effort. It's worth checking out, and it's free. so there's not really anything for you to lose. There are some great tracks on here. It's just that putting them all together, it becomes really apparent that some of them don't have as much detail or as much progression. If this is Evian Christ kind of at the demo stage of things, I can't wait to see what he does when he kind of takes it to the next level. So I'm kind of feeling a strong 6 to a light 7 on this thing. What did you guys think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Why? And what should I review next? Anthony Fantano, Evian Christ, forever.